Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jay, back from Autism Hood Media with another quick video. Um, Today I'm gonna come on here real quick, talk to you guys about um autism and personal hygiene. Now, like if you have a kid like my son, um, the whole personal hygiene thing is a struggle. Always been a struggle, and it's still a struggle. My son's 12, and he's gotten a whole lot better with it over the years. When he was a baby, I did everything. Like I brushed his teeth, washed his face, combed his hair, did everything. All personal care, man. Bathtubs, everything. And then, you know, slowly I started having him do the stuff. Um, Now, when you have kids that go to school all day and they're very active and they're playing and they're doing all kinds of stuff and they're spilling stuff on them and on their clothes and just, all the stuff kids do, it's very important to have the kids, practice good hygiene. Because, you don't want your kid to be the stinky kid in school, you don't want your kid to go to school smelling bad and, with dirty clothes on and that kind of thing. So it's very important to teach the hygiene. Now, with my son, because I did everything for him for so long, before I even started having him to try to do things himself, I had to explain the reason for hygiene and the reason why you do it every day. So I had to basically break it all the way down and just explain, you wash up to get the dirt off your body. You brush your teeth to keep your teeth clean, keep your breath smelling good. You comb your hair to look neat and presentable. You use deodorant, cologne, whatever. So I had to explain this to him, a lot. I mean, a lot. To this day, I'm still explaining this whole concept. Luckily for me, my son loves to be in the bathtub. He just loves to be in there and just splash around and play or whatever. So there's no problem getting him in the bathtub. The problem is getting him to focus long enough to actually wash up. That's the problem. That is the problem. As far as the bathtub, that is the main problem, is just getting him to focus long enough. And it's not like I just need him to focus for like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. Just wash up, get it over with. But he's getting a lot better at it. He's getting a lot better at it. He's starting to understand, the whole purpose of washing up and getting clean and everything. So, but as far as like getting him to focus to do it, I don't really have like any kind of real techniques. I mean, I've tried all kind of stuff, all the traditional stuff, social stories, explaining it to him, doing it with him, hand over hand, just the whole everything, right? It's just sometimes my son, like other autistics, and I'm not saying all autistics are like this, but my son, like some autistics, get stuck on loops. And they'll start to do something, but then they'll get sidetracked. And that sidetrack, they'll get stuck. And it's like over and over and over. And it happens to my son a lot, especially when he's getting ready to do something. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, if he's in the bathroom getting ready to brush his teeth, he'll get everything, he'll have the water on, he'll get his toothbrush out, he'll put toothpaste on toothbrush and everything. But then he'll just get a thought will just pop in his head, right? And for whatever reason, he'll just get stuck on that on that thought. He just can't get past it. And I'll hear him in the bathroom repeating the same thing like over and over and over and over and over because he just gets stuck. So when he gets stuck like that, he can't move forward. So I have to like go in there and like kind of, I don't want to like scare him, you know. It's like I have to just go in there and kind of like ease into it and kind of like guide him out of the loop so he can continue on to do what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just the whole focusing part, because it's like my son understands. He understands the concept of washing up, the concept of being clean, the concept of grooming. He understands it. A lot of it he doesn't really care about, like as far as brushing his hair, that kind of stuff. He don't care about that, you know. But then he's a boy. But what boy really cares about brushing his hair or whatever? You know what I'm saying? But it's like he understands the concept of keeping himself clean and keeping his appearance up and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, the problem though is just focusing. Like focusing to do it is the problem. And I'm not sure what to even do to help him with this. All I could do really is just kind of like coach him on. You see what I'm saying? Like if I need him, if he's in the bathtub and he needs to wash up and he gets stuck on the loop and he's just going and going and going, all I can do is just like coach him out of it, coax him out of it, guide him so he can just continue on washing up or whatever. Same thing for like brushing teeth, washing face, getting dressed, all that. He can do it all. He just gets stuck on the loop, like a continuous loop. And it happens with a lot of things. Like it doesn't even happen with it doesn't happen just with the personal hygiene, grooming and stuff. Like this happens with like everything. Like whenever he's getting ready to do anything, he just like, for whatever reason, he just gets like stuck on this loop. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get past it sometimes. So like as far as the hygiene and stuff, he could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people say, you know, some kids need special toothbrushes, and I understand that. I get it. You know, some kids have really bad sensory issues, so they need special toothbrushes. Some kids need specially designed combs and brushes because they have sensitive hair or have some really, you know, sensory issues with their hair and stuff like that. Some kids just, you know, flat out aren't interested in hygiene, and that makes it hard too when you're trying to teach a kid hygiene and they don't really even care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it gets kind of complicated with that too. And that's kind of like how my son is on certain things. Like as far as being clean and stuff, like he likes to be clean. He does. I can say that. He likes to be clean. He doesn't actually like to do it himself. That's the problem. So that's where, you know, we're trying to work on that to get him to do the stuff himself that he needs to do. But like things like brushing his teeth, he can, you know, he just don't care about it. He just really doesn't. He doesn't care about it. It's like I try to explain to him how important it is to brush his teeth. The dentist explained to him how important it is to brush his teeth and all this kind of stuff, right? It's just one of those things. He understands the need to brush his teeth. He understands why he's supposed to brush his teeth. He just doesn't care about it. And because he doesn't care about it, I have to constantly remind him. It's like every morning when he wakes up, I have to tell him, go use the bathroom, wash your face, brush your teeth. Because if I don't tell him, he just won't do it. Now, it's not like that he doesn't know. He knows. He just needs, and I really believe I messed up with this too, because I really believe a lot of times he looks for my guidance to do something, or he looks for my approval to do something. And if I don't tell him to do something, most of the time he just won't do it. It's like he's not gonna take the initiative to go do it. He's not gonna get up out the bed and automatically go use the bathroom and then wash his face and brush his teeth and all that. He's not gonna just automatically do any of that. Like, even when he has to go to the bathroom, he just won't go. He'll come ask me, can he go to the bathroom? And I keep telling him, like, bro, you don't have to ask me to go to the bathroom. If you have to go to the bathroom, just go. You don't have to tell me, just go. You know, but because he always seeking like some sort of approval, or he's always looking for some kind of guidance or something like that, I have to constantly, just tell him what to do. Like, as long as I tell him what to do and remind him what to do, he'll go do it. But it's just and it's a lot of pressure on me, because I have to remember that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I wake up in the morning, before I even had coffee or whatever, I can't hardly think straight. My brain's foggy and all that. I have to always remember, if I don't tell him to brush his teeth, he's not going to do it. If I don't tell him to wash his face, he's not going to do it. So I got to find out a way, I got to figure out a way to get him to remember to do this without me prompting him to do it all the time. And like any kind of picture boards or whatever, not going to work. We have picture boards, we have picture boards, we have we have social stories, all kinds of stuff, man. And I'm here to tell you, most of that stuff just doesn't work with my son. I don't know why, it just doesn't. So, as far as the hygiene and everything, like, he's on point with it. It's just the focusing part. That's like the focusing part. That's the killing part, man. It's just focusing, just to get him to focus, just to do it. You see what I'm saying? And it's like just somewhere between knowing what to do and actually doing it, somewhere in between there's like a breakdown, and then he just gets stuck. So that's what we working on right now, just the focusing part, trying to get that together as far as his hygiene and whatnot. And that's pretty much it as far as that. Just trying to get him to focus, and focus long enough to actually get clean and do the stuff he needs to do. So that's what we working on. And this video is kind of like piggybacking off of the video I made yesterday with like teaching my son the independence and whatnot. So this one's kind of piggybacking off of that one. I wanted to go a little bit more in detail with the independence thing, with the hygiene and that kind of stuff. Because I know I read a lot of tweets, man, you know what I'm saying, from parents where kids won't take baths, like just flat out refuse. Like, maybe they're lucky to get them in the bathtub like once a week, maybe once every other week, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just lucky my son ain't like that. He actually loves to be in the bathtub. It's just getting him to focus to wash up or whatever when he's in the bathtub. Stuff like that. But that's all like some really tricky stuff, like far as the hygiene, because I know a lot of kids like my son have sensory issues where they just don't want certain kind of things going on. Like my son with his teeth, he doesn't mind using a regular toothbrush. He doesn't mind, but like any kind of electric toothbrush, no, he's not having that shit. No, I bought him an electric toothbrush before, and he like turned it on, right, and the vibration, it was cool just holding it in his hand or whatever, but once he put it towards his mouth, no, he not having it, no. So like regular toothbrushes and stuff like that, he's cool with that. As far as like face, like washing his face and stuff like that, he really like prefers just like loofahs and stuff like that. Like he don't want to use any kind of washcloths. It's just he don't want to use any kind of washcloth. I don't know if it's the material. I guess it's the material of the washcloth or whatever. But I've tried all different kinds of washcloths. He won't use any of them. He likes loofahs best. You know what I'm saying? And like to wash up with just like his body and stuff, he just uses his hands. He won't, and that he would use his hands. Like he won't use anything to actually wash himself up. So yeah, use your hands, bro. You wash up, use your hands, whatever, man. You know, that's cool. That's pretty much all I really can say on that. You know, it's like this is just one of those things where I'm just lucky that my son isn't too much of a like a picky person when it comes to the hygiene thing. With him, it's just more focused, just keeping him focused. It's not so much that he doesn't understand or anything. So I just wanted to make this, like I said, this quick video, piggybacking off of the other video from yesterday. So anyway, it's a pretty good, nice day outside. I wish these damn landscapers would quit coming around here, because man, they just drive my son nuts every time they come around. But anyway, that was that video for today. I'm really tired, man. You know, y'all can probably tell I look tired. Anyway, that's it. So I'm gonna sign off. Go check out the blogs, the website, autismhoodmedia.com, the 2 coffee blogs, Buy Me a Coffee, the podcast, Autism Hood Talk Podcast, on Anchor FM, and you find me on Twitter, Hood J at Autism Hood Media. Same thing on Twitter, Instagram, all that. All right.